Okay, welcome. We're talking about translation, which for a lack of better terms is a slide. Now we're working here in a coordinate graph, which has x and y coordinates. A lot of times you'll see that our vertices will be given in letters because we want to be able to identify where our points are going to be after, let's say, two slides. Let's say we did an x plus 4 and a y minus 5. And then afterwards, they want us to do an x minus, let's do a lot of movement here, x minus 8 and a y plus 3. So I'm showing you kind of two different movements that we may have. All you really need to do, or all I like to do on this, is take one point and move it 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you can do that for each point, or you could say, well, I know that this rectangle is a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is a 3 by 5. So if this is my B point here, I could just recreate another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could recreate another 3 by 5 rectangle based on where my B is, my C, my A, and my D. This would be my first movement here, x plus 4, y minus 5, doing that in blue. Okay? And if I'm going left, I'm not going to use the B to move this time. I'll use the A because I want to go from a point on the left side, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll go up 3. And that's where my new A point is going to lie here. And then let's use like maybe a little bit lighter color. This is my A. And again, I'm trying to create a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to create a 3 by 5 shape here. And I have my A, B, C, and D. And let's say they ask for a point. What is your, and a lot of times they'll do it with 2 apostrophes, meaning that that's each apostrophe counts as a movement, or each dash counts as a movement. So this is talking about 2 movements. So they're asking about this point here because they signify that with two apostrophes. Now originally my coordinate for D was, we'll just put regular D here, was -7 and 2. So that's where I started, 7 and 2. And if you see, if I add 7 plus 4, or -7 plus 4, I would get a 3, 2 minus 5, a 3, and a -3. And if you see my point here for, let's do that one in blue again. My point here, D single apostrophe for D was -3, -3. Actually, this should be a -3 too. So you can see just by adding the plus 4 to my x and y coordinate, I'm able to find where my next point was, even without moving the diagram. And then if I work with D once again and I do 3 minus 8, I end up with a -11, -3 plus 3, and a 0. And if you see here, where my D double apostrophe, I end up with a -11 and 0. And that's exactly where this is here. Sometimes they'll give you a x plus 5, y plus 3. That just means you're moving right and up. Sometimes they'll give you a x minus 2, y minus 4. That just means you're moving left and down. So this is just an up, down, left, right movement. Probably the easier of the 3 transformations, which is Yeah, transformations is like the major group of the three: rotation, reflection, and translation there.